This is going to be a good one, this, guys. Let's get the music off because we're going to be kicking off in 1 minute. 1 minute, guys. Crockle's in the building. Yes. What he's saying, guys, it's going to be... When the live kicks off, guys, I won't be able to see the chat. I'll be focusing. I'll be in the zone. I'll be saying my little bit. We'll be pausing. We'll be focusing on certain things. The presentation is... Yo, what's up, Northern Lights? The presentation itself is 26 minutes with pauses. We're probably looking about 45 minutes to an hour. Not going to keep you longer than I have to, but you really need to see what's going on here. You won't believe it. Are we good, guys? Are we good? Are we ready? Give me 1 minute. Oh, man. It's going to be good, this. Are you ready? I know I'm ready. Let's see where we're going here. Remember, guys, can't see the chat, can't see GIFs. I'm going to be focusing on this, yeah? Yo, long time coming this. It's the 4th time. It's the goddamn 4th time. The 3rd time I did it, I was just trying to take the attention off the girls. Yo, Jeffrey Drama, my guy. Are we ready? Are we ready? Let's go, let's go, let's go. We're going to do it in chapters. I broke it down in chapters. Check the shades out. You know it. Right, let's go, let's go. Are you ready? Tell me, can you hear me on the mic? Let's go. We're starting off with a classic here. The thing is with this, we're going to be going back and forth in time. I'll explain you in. When I say Expo 1, I mean a year and a half ago. Expo 1 means a year and a half ago. Now, this was like the first messages. We're going to get into this story a little bit later on, but this is the kind of sort of thing that Vegas likes to send a 17-year-old pregnant teenager. This was a year and a half ago, Expo 1, yeah? The sort of things... Whew. Here we go, guys. Don't worry. This was about 10 years ago. This is the sort of character we're dealing with.
Don't worry about the hair. There's nothing wrong with it today. See, now you hear the accent again.
Can you hear it, guys?
Friends forever and ever. Oh, friends!
Loving the show, Penny. Told you I was English. Here's my accent.
How old does she look? Looks young, me. Maybe it's just me.
Hey, Charlie. It's AFKA Bill. Just so you know what I do sound like. So next time I'm online, you can give me abuse. Have a good night.
I bet he's watching this thinking, is that all he's got? You wish. How old does this girl look, guys? Can you see? Can you see on the screen? How old does she look? Give me in the chat, how old? How old is she? About 14, that's what I said. Who would be liking a 14-year-old's pictures? Who's that at the bottom? Who's that at the bottom? Who is it? It's you. It's you. It's you with liking a 14-year-old's pictures. Nah. Maybe it's just a one-off. Maybe he clicked it by mistake. Maybe he clicked it by mistake. How old does she look in the chat, guys? How old does she look? What, 15? 16 at a stretch, if that? 12. Bit young. Let's have a look who's commenting. She put, hello, miss you all. How does he know these people? Right, let's have a look through the comments. Let's scroll down. Who's going to be in these comments? Who's going to be in them? Who's that? Who's that? 8 years ago, so you would have been, what, 40? She'd have still been 15? Oof. Mark. And she's put in, like, cartoon stickers. How do you explain that one? How do you explain that one? How do you? You don't. You don't explain that. That's disgusting. You'd have still been 40. No. No. What does that say? Can we read, guys? Because I can't read out some of this stuff aloud. Can we see it? Can we see this? Yeah? You had a good read of that, guys? What does that say? Now, obviously, we can't get into the top part of it because of TikTok rules. But what we can do is we can show the Twitter. What's all this? School fights, school fights, school fights. Oh, what's that? Oh, God. That's disgusting. What's that? Can we see that, guys? Can we see it? 18. Oh, mate. 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 What are you doing? And what's this? What's this? Hey, stranger. How's school going? We're seeing a pattern here.
Vegas, you are a fucking
Expo 1, guys.
bully. I don't give a fuck. You've got shit all on me, have you, pal? Nothing. You're a bully. You fucking send your fucking piss to women. Don't lie. Don't lie.
What's this say? I never thought she needs a D. Don't know what that is. Sounds disgusting, that.
People for information. He's bullied a girl who's pregnant and said she was flirting with him.
Year and a half ago.
She was intimidated because he threatened her family. The next one was messaging women, giving them sex pictures when they've said no. He doesn't give a damn if they've got a partner or not. He has no respect for women. I've seen the messages he's because of someone's voice. Oh, you're the seduction. You're trying to seduce me with your voice. How do they do that? Just by talking?
I was speaking to Vegas for the last week or so, and
year and a half ago.
You made me feel really uncomfortable with the way you were speaking to me. From the get-go, you were completely flirty and pervy with me.
No, I wasn't.
No, I never led you on. You made me feel uncomfortable the whole entire conversation we had. And then what did you do last night?
I apologised.
No. You sent me a picture. You sent me a message of emojis insinuating that I was doing OnlyFans for money. And then you said I had a posh voice. And I was using it to come when I was with men.
Okay, so don't even go to try, because now what you're doing is you're man shaming. This is what is you are going full woke because I'm a man and this is what it is. Let's blame the man because he's got a penis, so he's a man.
I am a woman.
Yeah.
You don't know my history, and to get on a call with a woman that you've never spoke to before, and from the get-go for 3 whole days to constantly, oh, you're so sexy, your voice, you should.
Excuse me, I never said you're sexy. I just always joked about your voice.
Shades of Grey.
Right. So yeah, let's get into it. That was a year and a half ago. Yeah. Then Sky, like, she's one of them sort of people. She likes to see the good in everybody. She likes to give everyone a chance. And despite all the disgusting things, gave him that chance and just wanted to keep the peace. And everyone just wanted peace. And you'll see further more into this. But Sky eventually has seen the light and she has helped me with a fair few things, connect a few dots. So, you know what I mean? She has helped. And this is from 2025, what she told me.
I reacted to one of his messages. And it showed me what he changed my name to on Instagram. And that's what he changed it to. That's fucking weird, isn't it? He never said anything to me. He never said, oh, I've changed your Instagram name or anything. Nothing at all. That's the first I've ever seen of it.
She doesn't go live with him anymore. Weird that, isn't it? Chapter 2, by any means necessary. Self-explanatory, innit, really?
Yeah, then that's like I said, I will push boundaries to get results. I will straddle that grey line.
Hear that? He will push boundaries to get results, and he will straddle the grey line.
People like that. What they have done this last 25 years, and I'm not perfect by a long way, trust me, I'm not perfect. I may have put a message on people's Facebook just to explain what they're supporting.
And this is when Gina reached out to Tommy T. Tommy T did a thing, yeah? Can you read that, guys? Because I can't read it out because I get booted. But that's disgusting, isn't it? Tommy T got onto this case as well a year and a half ago. You see how I'm connecting all the dots here? Has everyone read that? Have we straddled the lines? Let's go. Getting on to Gina's story now. Year and a half ago.
A few days ago, I kept getting
That's
comments
Gina.
on my family's pictures, like saying that I was gifting a 40-year-old man. He was a a P and an N.
Right.
And I was encouraging it and stuff like that. And they started commenting on my dead daughter's picture over in a coffin and said that if I carried on gifting Kev, that my other children would
that's
do
wrong,
the
man.
same.
No matter what they think of Kev, they shouldn't be commenting on that.
And then they started messaging me, Mum, we just got over cancer, saying that her grandchildren are going to die and stuff like that.
Please bear in mind, Gina is heavily pregnant. He's heavily pregnant as well. He's caused her that much stress. She's been in and out of hospital.
Come down Brighton and face me and BJ,
don't understand the level that this man will go to.
I messaged the account begging them to stop and that I wouldn't be his mod anymore and that I would stop supporting him and gifting him if it just all just stopped and left my kids alone. And then he rang me on Messenger and he said that his name was Vegas. And then
it's his Vegas fella doing all that.
Yeah, and
I'm just going to
he messaged me on his actual account saying that he's Mark Cox. And he started being, when I said I won't be his mod anymore and I showed him that I deleted, I told Kev to do my he started being really flirty with me to the point where I had to pass my boyfriend the phone. I mean, he was talking to my boyfriend. He said my boyfriend got pictures of his purple willy.
Did you hear that? What Gina said there, where he's using Facebook to contact, making certain threats and stuff like that. Did you hear like the sort of lengths he'll go to? Tommy got onto this, he'll tell you the same. It's just vile that he'll use Facebook for this sort of thing and families get involved and stuff like that. This is only a year and a half ago, but his excuse now is it was years ago, and the friends now. Now we'll see later on that they're only friends out of fear. They're just trying to keep things sweet. They just want peace. So this was after Expo 1. This is the video he released to put those people further into fear.
Very badly misquoted a law there, very badly, and that can backfire on Gina. So what you've put there is complete falsehood. I showed the messages from Gina from start to finish, and as everyone saw, that Gina was the initiator of any sort of offence, and that I did not want to send her any pictures, especially explicit pictures, but I was in a position where I felt that I had to. And if Gina's going to go down that route, there is a bit of an offence that is caused by that. So what would happen is she goes to the police station, she makes a report, it goes to court. I go to court, I then actually pull all my messages and the voice chats, and it's then proven that Gina has committed perjury. Perjury is a criminal offence resulting in prison time. If Gina wants to go that route, we'll go that route. I'm happy to play that route in court because I've got the evidence and I've proven the evidence. And you want to have a go at me because she's a pregnant woman. Pregnancy is not an excuse for committing perjury. Plain and simple.
You see there where there's more threats where, like, if you do speak out, this is what will happen. Friend by fear. So this is me talking to snowflakes. Like, it wasn't long ago. It was about a month ago. Look, never asked him to do that video. This is the video he did on Snowflakes where there was like a picture of her with some music saying, oh, I love you and you're my girlfriend and all this sort of thing. Look, never asked him to do that video. What am I supposed to do about him screen recording my stuff? Ain't going to risk children being doxxed, am I? Yeah, I already know what is going to come. I ain't speaking on messages, blah, blah, blah. See what I mean? Snowflakes is talking out of fear. Look, you don't get it. It's okay. Shouldn't have messaged. I didn't think it was you to start with because she was accusing me of something that it wasn't to do with me. It was him. I am not stupid. The account was one follower. One person blocked me. So when she blocked him, she started getting calls and stuff like that. And there was weird accounts following her. It's just bad. Look, it's easier to keep the peace than having kids outed and doxxed. See what I mean? Snowflakes is scared. They're admitting it. Gina's the same. They're all scared. Because that's the tactic he'll use.
Was I flirty with Tanya? A little bit, yeah. But I needed to get to Kev. It's how the real world works.
Is that how the real world works? So you had to get one over on Kev by pretending you fell in love with Tanya, okay?
I want Kev off the app because he is a fucking P.
He says the P word, I've cut it out. This is a video. We're getting on to Millie's story now. Now, this is what I would consider Millie as a new victim of Vegas. This is a video that he put on his YouTube that's still there to this day, even though Millie and Vegas don't talk anymore. And that video is really weird. She didn't ask for it, didn't want it, didn't need it. And this is the video.
A light in the dark, she pulled you from ashes, ignited the spark with a smile like sunshine. She melted your chain.
Vegas, why don't you do me a favour? Why don't you take that video down of someone who doesn't want to be on your YouTube? It's really creepy. Here's a voice note that Millie got.
Tease me every day. Plays with my Willie but makes it go away. Millie is so gorgeous.
Creepy, that, innit? That is disgusting. Someone who didn't ask for it, didn't want it, didn't need it, getting those sort of messages. It's not nice, is it? So I spoke to Millie, and I've got permission to use these messages, by the way, before we get into it. I put you up for coming live out Vegas, video made, how it made you feel. I understand if you don't want anything to do with it. And this is Millie talking to me. You can see her a bit there. Hey, I'm hoping you're doing okay, to be honest. I'm trying my best to keep out of all the drama at the moment because I'm poorly. Brain tumour. You know what I mean? She doesn't need all this by you. I'm more than happy for anything to be shared and used. My feel is very clear, Crystal. The experience was very short. I only knew him for a few weeks, and it was mostly just him being creepy and inappropriate in other people's lives. Mostly Coy's Mike, to the point that I did tell Mike that I didn't want to join because I felt uncomfortable. I messaged Vegas directly and told him he's the disgraceful C. Look, he's been told and he still continues to do these disgusting and awful things to women. It's disgusting. He treats women as objects for his own amusement. How do we explain that? And the video's still on your YouTube. What have we got here? I think this is further messages with Millie. It's disgusting. I've robbed your video here, swag. Look, so Millie just being Millie just being polite, putting a couple of kisses. Vegas is putting one of them gifts, another message, and another gift. Is just obsessive, and I imagine there's a fair few women getting these messages. It's not on. Didn't ask for it, didn't want it, and you pushed it. This is what Tanya said, and this lines up. Vegasbrit sang a song over a voice message that I would lose my grandchildren, later telling me that he does this for fun. Fair enough. Really strange. What was this one? This is one of Kev's new moderators. They're going to remain nameless. This is one of Kev's new moderators that's being targeted. So we're still seeing the same patterns of behaviours with the new moderators. Yeah, I'm not really understand. I understand this is fake. I've got 40 of them. I keep getting banned by trolls. Accounts Mark tried to with my kids. Kev is nobody, blah, 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 blah. So he's still targeting the moderators' kids to this day. To this day, nothing's changed, just the date. People's kids are being brought into it just because they moderate for Kev. It's unfair. I'm leaving this person nameless because they came forward to me, but it's unfair. Kev's current mod 2025. Not fair, is it, guys? There's lines, there's ethics. This is another anonymous person who Vegas likes to work out who these people are and then out them. Yeah, I'll drop her a message to contact you if you like. I was asking about snowflakes. He mostly does. He's always been a horrid man. I'll never forget him putting a private phone call between me, Snowflakes, Gina, with me talking about my autistic child. He recorded that phone call without any of us knowing and posted it on YouTube. We had a call because of him. We were sick of him threatening us. Then he made out. And the police were... See what I mean? He's recording private conversations that have got nothing to do with the price of fish, and he's later using that as a weapon on his YouTube. Loads of stuff on there like that. It's disgusting. Can't even have a private conversation. What's this? Is this second part of it? Yeah, that's it. He threatened us for a long time, but we were told we didn't want to speak to him. Worst threats got. He's definitely dangerous. 100% he's dangerous. Yeah, so that carries on further with that message. It's not on, is it, guys? Oh, what have we got here? This was on Jimmy Grimble's page. This was a voice message that was left on Jimmy's phone by Mark.
Hello, Matthew. Just a quick call to remind you, the smartest thing to do, Matthew, would be to stop and delete everything and don't post anything else about children, Matthew. You have been warned. You are a very naughty boy, Matthew.
Can't hear it. It's because his voice, hold on. Oh God. Sorry guys, technical difficulties.
And that can back.
Hello, Matthew. Just a quick call to remind you, the smartest thing to do, Matthew, would be to stop and delete everything and don't post anything else about children, Matthew. You have been warned. You are a very naughty boy, Matthew. We really don't want to have to keep playing with you, Matthew. If you do not leave her alone, Matthew, it will get much, much worse. I promise you, Matthew.
And this is what I caught off Jimmy's page. This was Vegas talking to him. It was a female who I spoke to who worked with you. You're friends with her on Facebook. So he's going through Jimmy's Facebook, finding friends of his that he works with and then contacting them, which is further proof he uses Facebook to do all the disgusting things that he does. I never mentioned your family, only what I have been through. I still have the whole chat. No, it wasn't me, Big Gina. I targeted someone else. Right. I haven't spoke to Jimmy and I won't speak to Jimmy, but I will put his story out there. I didn't speak to anyone at your work. I got messaging with someone who you worked with. So he's contacted people's works and stuff like that. Like, where are the lines? And then he's saying Vegas doxed his kids, if that's what I'm catching from it. Like I said, I haven't spoke to Jimmy. I'm just putting this out there. It's on his page if you want to see it. This was someone who messaged Swag. Vegas was making posts with pictures of people's kids on. How has this been removed after I reported them? Vegasbrit back up, and I can't find the third. I politely asked them to remove all of them because my page had my children on it, and honestly, I'm at the point of deleting the app. So, you know what I mean? He doesn't mind posting people's kids on there and stuff like that. Like he's been attacking me and my kids and me as a father. No lines, no ethics, no morals. This was another girl. Vegas is a bully. He found my underage niece on Facebook and trolled her. Now, as we can see, that Vegas does go on people's Facebooks to find out about them, the family, as we've seen with Jimmy. See how all the dots are connecting and all the behaviours, all the patterns are coming together. This message didn't pop up out of thin air, out of sheer coincidence. These patterns. Vegas tactics. I'm surprised we're even going on with the live, you know what I mean, with what we're seeing at the beginning.
It was you and Dar.
This was where Vegas, he's been telling loads of lies about me and Swag.
Still targeting her with fake accounts, like you have been with others. I ain't gonna dox her children, but you would, wouldn't you, Swag? You already targeted Skies.
So I messaged Sky and said, oh, Vegas has said me and Swag are targeting your children. And she's like, nobody's doxing my kids, you know what I mean? What's he on about? You know what I mean? You didn't know I was talking to her, did ya? Nice little surprise there for you.
Yo, this is the real official. Now I'm here to submit something to the people. Now this cannot be classed as evidence. Now what I know is what I know, but what I can prove is what I can prove. But I'd like you to keep an open mind because I know what I know. Now those of us in the awareness community know that predators have certain types of patterns. And Vegasbrit is no exception. Notice that most of these fake
See the accounts here with the dots on, guys.
Profiles
all the same.
Have dots in
it's
them.
Always the same.
Now, my stories are usually just viewed by my friends. There's rarely anyone new there. And I've been getting all these accounts watching my stories like as soon as they go up. Brand new accounts, no.
See this account here, guys? Now, a lot of us know that this is Vegas's account, and currently this has got a picture of someone's baby on it. Now, that's why it's covered up. Someone's baby is on that account, and it's been proved throughout the Kev community, the awareness community, that that account belongs to Vegas. So whose baby is that in the picture? He doesn't mind doing it.
As you'll see here.
This was someone else's video because they clocked on to what his accounts were. See how they've all got the dot in? So he's saying that these accounts are now to do with him. Swag caught hold of this. See that Andrew McRogers there with a picture? Swag caught, this was a video posted by Vegas, and if you see at the bottom, that picture lines up to that account. So he outed himself and Swag caught it out. Swag with his eagle eyes. We're on to you. We know what accounts you're on. We're on
now,
to you.
Those of us that know that Vegas is a massive wrestling nerd, like myself. But, right, he always makes these little wrestling references, yeah. He says he's the final boss, which was coined by The Rock. He says he's the voice of the voiceless, which was something CM Punk said 10 years ago. Now notice this.
This is his account.
It's got the dots, it's got a wrestling picture, and it's only got one repost, and look at what it's reposting. And as I've proved, Vegas likes using people's kids against them, making profiles and putting pictures of the babies on there and stuff like that. Reposted this account with Kev's young niece on, and that's Vegas's evidence for saying that Kev is a PDF. Like, look at the sick lengths he'll go to, and he's there in the chat.
I had to cover up the picture of Kev's niece, but that, you know
I
what
know
I mean?
full well this account is you. I know you're behind that one of Kev and his niece, and I think it is absolutely disgusting the things you'll do.
Kevin's back, along with a lot of other people. He has made so many enemies while he's been on our way. He is now a target.
They've got his address as well, Dad. They've done nothing yet.
People. On top of what he was doing with children. You're the dirty little penis son. Grooming.
See, I know my dad's really ill. My dad's really ill, feels like he's dying. And you're making him worse, mate. You're making...
See here, Kev's dad in the background saying he doesn't care.
Making my dad worse.
Not on.
It's a guy called Mark Cox. He's been stalking me.
See, he talks about people picking on people's fathers. It's vile.
Wow, Kev. I do suggest that you can start your walk to Scotland now.
This was during the walk to Scotland, whenever that was, 2 years ago.
After what you've just done today and what you've been saying and doing, you better pray that the police get to you before I do. This ain't a fucking threat anymore. This is a promise. Because I don't care who's in your house now. If I end up in hospital, if I end up in a morgue, I don't care. If I end up, whatever happens to me, I don't care, because I'm going to make sure your ass now goes down with me. You've now pushed it way too far. So, if I'm going to hospital, your damn sure is going to be laid next to me in bed. If I end up in a morgue, you're going to be on the bed next to me. If I end up in the cell...
This is his video as well. His picture is in the middle.
You're going to be in the cell with me.
Disgusting.
Wherever I am, your ass is going to be next to mine, and you're going to still get fucking what's coming to you. You've pushed it too far. You better pray that hopefully what I have just done to myself is going to keep me calm enough to stop me getting in my car and coming up to you.
Do you hear what he says? To keep me calm, what he's done to himself.
Because if I do, I ain't gonna worry about paying no fucking congestion charge. I ain't gonna worry about paying no fines. I ain't gonna worry about spending years in prison. Because now you've gone too far. Way too far.
No, and he has to show that picture as well.
Now you got to deal with the consequences. You think that's...
He uses it as a weapon, or he uses it as a shield.
Slap that Simon gave you Friday that you tried to lie about. was bad. You ain't getting the slap from me now, Kev. This is beyond just a little slap that Simon gave you. Even though you tried to lie and say it was a massive assault. This ain't... You're going to find out what a massive assault is. So please pray that the police are with you before I am.
See what I mean, guys? He'll use it as a weapon to his own advantage. And his supporters like Nana Kaz condone that behaviour. It's absolutely fine. Everything we've seen so far, Nana Kaz says that is great. That's fine. I support that. That's what she's saying. Obsession, chapter 4. This is a quick chapter, don't worry, guys. Look, 2 years on YouTube, over 1,000 videos about Kev and about 60 about me. You'll see, he joined 2 years ago. We'll scroll right down. There's over 1,000 videos. There's over 100 and odd shorts, like, in 2 years. That is obsessive. Look. And none of it's evidence. It's all spurious allegations. It's all reaching. There's no facts there. It's just absolute drivel. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. It's mental. It's all clickbait. It's all rubbish. It's all badly edited. That's a crime in itself. This is his Google. This is his Google. Look at this. He's damaging small businesses. Small businesses struggling to keep up. He's damaging these businesses by making these stupid allegations up just because Kev was at these places. Why would you target a business? Innocent people just trying to make a living. Look, he never stayed there. Vegas never stayed there, but see what I mean? He's damaging these businesses. These businesses. Look, he made this. So look, just educate, shouted, kicked, despite. See, these little businesses trying to keep up. Because let's face it, Kev's not staying at 5-star hotels. He's staying at the little B&B down the road. He's staying at the cheapest place. It's unfair targeting businesses. What have they got to do with it? What? Because they gave someone board, they let them stay there. Is that their crime? Is that their crime? Look at the lengths she'll go to. Unfair. Not fair on small businesses just trying to stay afloat. Now we get into the really juicy, greasy stuff. Coercive control. What is that? Well, it's illegal for starters and it's a crime now. So the final chapter. Are you ready, guys? A lot of this you're going to have to read between the lines yourself. Here we go. Right. What is coercive control? Constantly criticising, humiliating, including challenging the victim's role. Extreme dominance, demanding obedience, having a sense of entitlement to the victim. Extreme or pathological jealousy, controlling or monitoring daily activities. Well, we've seen that on YouTube, haven't we? Using children to exert control. Who does that? What else have we got? Threatening to expose sensitive or confidential information. Yeah, we've got a bit of that as well. Making false allegations to family members. It pretty much sums you up. And I didn't write it, by the way. That's out there. Madness. Absolute madness. That sums
Black
you
is
up
happy
so
to
well.
target women just like Daryl to vile human beings. Well, congrats to you both. Someone has already committed SH because of Daryl, and you both are pushing me too far.
Did you hear that, guys? Did you hear that? That is disgusting to accuse me of something like that.
Well, fuck you both. I hate you both with everything I have. You are both nothing but bullies who are responsible for everything that happens.
I think we've seen who the bully is. After Expo 1, this account popped up. Prayers for Vegas because he was pretending he was somewhere else where he wasn't. So pathetic.
So Daryl had the opportunity to walk away, but decided he would rather risk pushing people's mental health, not just mine, but others to the risk of them unaliving themselves. So again, a man who preaches and mentions his own mental health is still prepared to destroy innocent people's.
preaches and mentions my own mental health. People have said, where have you been for months because you're not uploading much? I made this one video where I didn't name him. I just like put it out there because he had a drunken rant about me. He had a drunken rant about me. He said I'm a liar. He said I've got no facts. I make things up. Things were years ago. It wasn't. As we've proved here today, irrefutably, undeniably, what he is, what he's done, undeniable.
Just to try and get a one-up on me. Proving again, he is nothing but a vile bully, and why people like him cause innocent people to unalive themselves.
See what he's putting on me and blaming me for? It's disgusting.
Yo, this is the real official. Now you can probably tell I'm a bit sick right now.
So his newest video starts with the sympathy vote. I'm sick poorly, cough cough.
I was legit poorly, and who's the one who loves the sympathy vote, who craves the sympathy vote?
This is to all those that support and follow me. I have never lied and always show receipts. But Michael Da Real Official knows he trying to put my mental health back 2 years. He knows it will put me in a situation that I don't want to be in. The police are already involved, but if nothing changes or stops before Friday, I just want to say to my friends on here, I love you all. Keep up the fight, keep up the awareness. Keep exposing the real bullies. I'm off to make a call that I need to make just in case.
Look, this is the lengths he'll go to, so it's the coercive control. I'll do something if this live goes ahead on Friday. I'll do something if you do not stop. I want to control your behaviour, what you're doing and what you're going to say about me. You can't say anything bad about me or I'm going to, you know.
You've just done it to specifically push me to a scenario, which that's what your goal was, not to embarrass me, not to target me with that, but to put me into a scenario where you know that's going to affect someone's mental health. That's the level of bullying that you two have gone to. I'd do a quick video upload. I didn't want to have to do this. I'm trying to take a break from the app, but unfortunately I received a message from Tanya last night with regards to like a fake breakup and trying to blame me.
This is where he's running the same thing with Tanya.
Even before I was in their lives. I'm going to show you.
This is his video. So he's called the ambulance, took a picture of the ambulance outside, and then he's thought, I'll use that later. I'll use that. I'll let everyone feel sorry for me. I'll use that picture. Who takes a picture of an ambulance? Because the last time an ambulance came for me, I was, you know what I mean? I was a bit busy.
All the messages, so you can see what I sent back to Tanya and what she sent me. So how...
This is all his proof of, yeah, it did happen. Look, here's the ambulance picture. I'm not concerned with myself, but I need to photograph this.
The messages started from...
I just want to give some of you an update.
God,
I will be taking a break for an unknown amount of time to focus on regaining my mental strength. If you are suffering, don't let yourself get into the scenario I was in last night. Reach out, seek help. Those that did contacted me, I will try and contact you down the road. Vegasbrit, aka Mark, signing out.
This is him showing, this is over several videos as well, several videos where he takes pictures and screenshots of, you know, where he's been in hospital, that he's had this, that and the other, to show everyone. And it's several videos where the same piece of evidence is used. This is his hospital thing where he's showing what happened when he went. But he's used it over several videos to suit him when he needs it. He breaks it out when he needs it. It's not just one video. Who takes pictures of the hospital visit of what happened?
August Thames, Jadden Bell, Denny Chen, Tyler Clemati, Etika, Kelly Fraser, Ryan Halligan, Guhera, Hanaki Mura, Tyler Long, Megan Meyer, Roma Miura, Brody Panlock. Do I need to say any more? These are just some names of people who are not with us anymore due to online cyberbullying. These names cover men, women, teenagers, and adults. Some of the people in this clip are currently subjecting me, my family, and my friends to...
He always has to involve his family and his friends and stuff like that. He's the one who's involving families.
Horrible levels of abuse. Each has all played a small part. I am by no means innocent in what I am receiving, and I have stated that many times, but stuff is being made up. and when shown to be wrong, it's ignored based on gender. But these people won't stop until my name is on that list.
This was a voice note that he left to Tanya. This is another case of coercive control.
I fucking hate them, Tanya. Telegram can all fuck off. Anyway, I just want to say this. This will probably be the last thing I say to you.
Look, he breaks that out again one more time for another video. Look, he's breaking it out for another video. Look, and then we've got the picture in the background, look at that, of the cemetery.
How they attacked me at my lowest, to a point I can't mention on here or I will get bananaed. Now you sit there mocking my mental health, but I've been battling blood cancer for the last 2 years, and checks as they are concerned, it's in my bone marrow.
He brought this up after Expo 1 just over a year and a half ago. This is when he decided to bring this up.
You should all know how bad that is. This weekend I am in hospital to get scans to find out if I have cancer of my liver and possibly.
So do you hear that? This week I'm at the hospital to get scans.
How far it could be, and if need chemotherapy and a radiotherapy. I wish I had.
And then this is the next video, the follow-up.
The verbal fight in me. But having my monthly injections to assist with my blood cancer has wiped me out, as it normally does for a few days.
Real.
Why bring it up at that certain time, though? And it doesn't matter like whether you've got it or not. If you have, then that's a horrible thing. But the things you've done, it doesn't excuse you. It's not a free pass. It's not like the mental health card. You can't just say this and then you're forgiven for all your sins. Because as we've seen previously, there's absolutely disgusting behaviours. There's people, mainly women, pretty much mostly women, besides me and Swag, that are being targeted, and their mental health is being put pressure on. You know what I mean? Their well-being. Why isn't their well-being taken into account?
Michael, a guy who supposedly had or has mental health issues, mocking on a living, while still having a picture of my mum as his profile picture.
Now, he brought my kids into it. Now, I warned him after the second time, don't mention my kids or anything to do with me as a father. And then he brought it up a third time, and I said to myself, well, if we're going to involve families, let's do it right. And you know what I mean? I admitted
showing it was all a lie by him for sympathy. That's why he is behaving like he is now.
I've got no needs to worry about it.
Now, this video is in black and white for a reason. This was after Expo 1. Instead of saying the lying, the making things up, it's not true, it's disgusting what they've said. Instead of defending himself, he decided to use this tactic.
Anything anymore? I'm thinking about it now. I just can't. I don't know if it's worth the fucking effort.
Right, you can cover that arm or turn it the other way, Vegas. I'm not here to...
So
he was showing his arm on full display on live.
And by the way, I know who fucking Alpha is. I know he's a cop. I'm waiting for fucking shit to come back on that. So, and that also includes his missus.
So he wants to find out about Alpha, and his missus is included now. She's going to be targeted as well. This was a year and a half ago where he was showing his arm on live. So I can't say any more than that.
See you later. And every single one of them, obviously, totally is so far up Kev's fucking ass, they can't see what a paedophile.
So after Expo 1, using MH and SH, silence victims, coercive control, victim shaming. Remember the video you uploaded as such?
People to support Kevin.
Excuse me. Right, number one. Nobody from Kev's side.
So this was after Expo 1, after we'd left the flat with the arms and stuff like that. We ended up in the car
wants you to do what you're saying.
pretending some sort of scenario was taking place.
Nobody wants that. Let me finish, please. You need to go to hospital. You need to seek professional help.
No. You lot need to seek professional help because you're the one that's supporting the fucking people.
Right. You need to go to the hospital.
No, I don't need to go to hospital.
You do.
That video was put up where when they all fucking trying to target me, you want that needs to come down.
So he's saying that video that people have put up needs to come down. What are the consequences of that? This sounds like coercive control.
So whoever Miss fucking Exposure is, you better take that down.
You need to go. What you say, right? It doesn't wash for me what you're doing. The narcissist ways doesn't. I'm telling you, you need to go to hospital.
No.
Regardless of what's happened on these lives, you need to go to hospital right now.
So he's driving round with his phone in his hand, endangering members of the public. They could be children, they could be elderly people. He doesn't care. He doesn't care.
See, look at him. He's trying to gain control. He's trying to go, no.
You need to turn the live off, and you need to go and see a doctor.
I can hardly hear you.
I said, turn the live off, put your seatbelt on, and go and see a doctor. But well, I don't get any of this. You need to go and see a doctor. You seriously do.
You need to know what you've got done.
Know what you've done. Don't blame me for what you've done.
I've told you, there's no situation. It's too late because
all that's aside at this moment in time. I'm telling you, you need to go to.
And then he ends the live as if something's happened.
Sorry, darling. Sorry, Claire. Damage is done.
You've done the damage to yourself.
See, and he ends the live like something bad's happened. I could have added 40 more videos to this. I could have easily. Coercive control, that's what it is. It's not about mental health. It's about controlling people in the situation. I just want to go over something one more time as well.
Hey Charlie, it's
give me a second, guys. Bear with me. I just want to go over this.
What I do sound like, so next time.
Because I only had about a 30-minute window in his Facebook to look through things. Bye. So this girl here, we're all saying she looks about 14, yeah? And look who's in the likes. Here we go. Not going to pause it. Look, Mark Cox down there. About 14. He would have been about 40. And then we've got this next girl here. We'll go through the comments. And there's Mark Cox. Miss you too. And she puts a child sticker on there. How do you explain that? How do you explain that? It's just wrong. Just pure wrong. So that's the whole presentation, guys. I hope you screen recorded it. I hope you got something out of it. I hope you're aware of it. What this person is and suspected to be is. I hope the Hunter teams that have said they're going to be watching now are looking into this as well. Because there is a lot of interest in this. I was only there for half an hour in looking and I found those two. How many more are there? How many more children are on there? But Nana Kaz supports this behaviour. She said she'll stand by Vegas.
Oh, friend!
I just hope the Hunter teams do their work and, you know, if there is anything there, they'll uncover it. I'm not saying it is or it isn't, but you've seen the evidence. You can make your own mind up. I'm not going to force you into what to believe. Thank you, Pinky. Thank you, everyone. This has been so much work. I don't wish to do this ever again. This is exposure 4. If people need any of my evidence, I'm going to make it available on the YouTube, which you click on my profile, click on my link tree, click on the top link, and the evidence will be there tomorrow. So if you need any of it at any point, feel free to screen record it, use it as you wish. All the evidence will be there for you.
Friends forever and ever. All friends.
Because if this person hasn't left the app, what the hell's going on here? Hold on, guys. It's telling me I'm inactive.
Welcome to the goodie room.
Yeah, guys, if you need it, the evidence will be there tomorrow for you, and you can use it as you wish. It's pretty dark stuff, isn't it? You know what I mean? We've covered so many. We've got 5 chapters there of the behaviour, and I could have done a lot more. This has taken me a week to put all this together, to sit there for it all, to go for the evidence, to talk to people, to help people like Millie and stuff like that who have been targeted by this person. He's still got that video on his YouTube of young Millie. You know what I mean? It needs to go. It needs to go. It's disgusting.
Welcome to the goodie room.
So anyway, guys, I'm going to go because I don't want to keep everyone longer than needed to be. I want to thank my moderators. I want to thank the people that helped me. Thank you, Millie. Thank you, Swag. Without Swag, like, my mind would have been blown, because like it at least Swag's being attacked as well, and it's not just me on my own. You know what I mean? I feel like there's someone there with me taking half the hits. I want to thank Mr. X as well for sending me a hell of a lot of evidence. Mr. X, thank you so much for this. You've helped so many people with the evidence you've provided and the work you've done. Moderators, thank you everyone for joining live. Thank you everyone for the gifts and stuff like that. Thank you, Raggy. Thank you, everyone. Yes, honey. Right, I'm going to go now because I've really burst in for a week. Thank you, everyone, for joining, and I hope you are aware of this now, and I hope more people are saved through this. I'll catch you all later, guys. Thank you, everyone. Peace out.